This is Anatomy Made Easy with Ekechukwu Dora, Ozioma. In this video, we're going to be talking about the bony pelvis. Yes. The bony pelvis is a ring-like skeletal structure located at the lower end of the trunk. It connects the vertebral column to the lower limbs and supports the organs of the pelvic cavity. Let's look at the bones that form the bony pelvis. 4 bones. Yes, here the right hip bone, the left hip bone, the sacrum, and the coccyx. This is the hip bone, made up of 3 fused bones: the ilium, which is the superior fan-shaped part, the ischium, the posterior inferior part, and the pubis, the anterior inferior part. These 3 bones meet at the acetabulum of the hip bone. The sacrum, which is formed by the fusion of 5 sacral vertebrae. It is wedged shape and forms the posterior wall of the pelvis. And the 4th is the coccyx, which is formed by 3 to 5 fused coccygeal vertebrae. It forms the terminal part of the vertebral column. Here are the joints of the bony pelvis. We have the sacroiliac joint, which is right and left. Yes, right and left sacroiliac joints. This is the pubic symphysis, formed by the 2 pubis anteriorly, or the 2 pubic bones anteriorly. The lumbosacral joint, formed by the lumbar vertebra and the sacral vertebra, the first sacral vertebra. The sacrococcygeal joint, posteriorly too, formed by the lower sacral vertebra and the first coccygeal vertebra. And the hip joint, which is formed by the 3 bones of the hip: ilium, ischium, and pubis, which meet at the acetabulum. Now they form the hip joint with the head of the femur. Good. This is the pelvic brim, or the pelvic inlet. This pelvic brim divides the pelvis into a false pelvis and a true pelvis. Now, the false pelvis is also called the greater pelvis. It lies above the pelvic brim. It forms a part of the abdominal cavity and supports the abdominal viscera. Then this is the lesser or true pelvis. Yes, it lies below the pelvic brim. It contains the pelvic organs like the bladder, the rectum, and even the reproductive organs like the ovary, the uterus, and the vagina, fallopian tubes, vastus deferens in males. This is the pelvic outlet, which is bounded by the pubic arch anteriorly, ischial tuberosities laterally, sacrotuberous ligaments, and the tip of the coccyx posteriorly. Let's look at the functions of the bony pelvis. Don't forget, this is Anatomy Made Easy with Ekechukwu Dora, Ozioma. The bony pelvis supports the weight of the upper body. It transfers the weight to the lower limbs. It protects the pelvic organs. It provides attachment for muscles and ligaments. In females, it forms the bed canal. Good. Now listen. The bony pelvis is very important. In obstetrics, it's used for assessment of pelvis for childbirth. In orthopedics, it's used to treat pelvic fractures or learn more about them. In anatomy and surgery, it is used for landmark identification. Thank you so much for listening to this first video of the bony pelvis. The next video, we're going to be talking about types of pelvis. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.